Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Stargate Flames of Hope. We are here, we're so excited to play, so we're gonna go around and say who we are, who we're playing, and then we'll get started. I'm Lindy and I'll be playing Ixora, the Aturan scientist who is just thrilled about the situation that we're in because, it might seem kind of terrible that we're trapped, but at the same time there is so much sciencing to do here. Someone who is a little less enthused about being where we are at would be Deception Check. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. I am not as enthused about being surrounded by organics. And I mean, the outside part of it is really neat,
Hmm.
but this planty part, all the dirt and bugs and screaming, not my thing. Not my thing, really. Hi, I'm playing Fiddler. He's an engineer. He likes mechanical stuff and kicking it to make it work. Can't wait to kick some things today.
Wonderful. Someone who loves kicking things is D20 coup de grace. How are you?
That is true, yes. I am doing just fine. I'm playing Gorik. He's a Jaffa scout, and he is in his element right now, placing many uh, bits of foliage on his companions here. Pretty sure none of them are poisonous.
Or we're pretty sure someone who wouldn't know if a plant is poisonous or not is probably Shiny Pilot. How are you?
Yeah, probably not. At least not on other planets, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He has too much paperwork to do. So I'm playing Lieutenant Jake Miller. He's one of the newest officers at SGC Phoenix, and we are on mission trying to explore things and figure out what's going on. So I'm excited. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's do this.
Someone who I know is excited is our Gate Master for this evening, Nuggetusaurus. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited to jump back into this. I'm Nuggetusaurus. I'm the Gate Master for tonight, and I get to pull these people through some crazy Stargate adventures, which is one of my favorite franchises. So I hope you guys are ready. Last time, Stargate Phoenix Command had discovered ancient ruins on the other continent. There are two continents on the planet that Stargate Phoenix Command is located on, and there was a pyramid structure that was discovered on the essentially on the continent that Stargate Phoenix Command is not located on. Two teams were sent to enter through two different entrances that were found. The Stargate Phoenix 1, so our main adventurers, the ones that get all the crazy, important missions, they went through the front door. Stargate Phoenix 3 here went through a back door that was found. After some exploring, they ended up sliding down a chute, essentially, and they came across they went through some tunnels, found a force field, hacked that force field, and then slid down a slide, only to have that force field sever their rope and trap them inside. Inside what? They're not quite sure at this time. All they know is that they found a live ecosystem, however many feet below the surface of, where the pyramid is located. And it took about 4 hours. Nugget, you got to get off, baby. Thank you. It took about 4 hours for them to traverse essentially the outer wall of this chamber. The whole time, Gorik was camouflaging everybody. Gorik would occasionally scare you guys because he'd come out of the foliage and you guys weren't expecting him to be there, and all of a sudden he was, and put some leaves on you and then walked away.
Homer meme.
Yep, the Homer meme,
Yeah.
melding in and out of the bushes. Yep. Ixora has discovered some previously unknown species of plants, animals,
Yep.
bugs. You've seen a lot of stuff
So
that
many
you don't
little
recognize.
samples tucked into the pockets of her vests.
Yeah, you're kind of clinking at this point now because like all the jars and everything are clinking together, and there's just so many of them. Fiddler and Jake kind of brought up the exploration part of that and kept an eye out on everything that was happening. And then our two tag-alongs, Kathy / Co. Kathy is the human host, and Co is the symbiote, the Tok'ra symbiote inside, and Rock, the Jaffa warrior that is with you guys and, coming to assist. As we ended last session, you guys had just made your way pretty much back to very close to where you guys came in. Not quite there, but pretty close to where you came in. And a loud, echoing scream was heard. It sounded humanoid, as far as you guys are able to detect. And it sounded like it came from essentially what would be north. What would be north? What would you like to do?
Oh shit! Did you guys hear that?
They're in that what would be north direction.
All right, SGP3, let's go quick.
Okay, so you guys head towards
not sprinting, but we're moving it.
yeah, moving quickly towards the screen. Okay, are you guys doing this stealthily, or are you just running in there?
I mean,
Fiddler is stealth.
I was gonna say, if I watch the TV shows, they kind of just charge in, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so Jake Miller is charging forward. Fiddler is slowing down and stealthing, so you can go ahead and roll that stealth check.
I would hate to accidentally hurt any of these specimens via a lot of movement. Yes, so I will be attempting to stealth as well. It is not my strong suit, but it moves slower, so I won't hurt the
If I could propose to our group too, it's probably a good thing that Fiddler and Ixora back off, like as they split from the group. I think that's probably a good thing.
well, I'm stealthing also.
Okay.
Do we get a
Then-
bonus
You're by
for your
yourself
stealth?
But
Yep.
no, but
Jake Miller's moving
also
it.
I move at a quicker pace than everyone, so I might be able to keep up with them. So.
Do we get advantage for your camouflaging?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a
Yes.
21 then, not a 10.
Okay.
Oh. I didn't know I got advantage.
Awesome.
It's a 20.
Hey, there was a reason I was putting
Yes.
leaves on you.
That is good. And honestly,
Awesome,
half the plant
awesome.
samples help.
Don't worry, the
plants.
moving bush is ready to hit.
Jake Miller, you have Rock. He's basically like a step back and behind. He's following your lead. He's
He's with
not
me.
stealthing.
Sweet.
Kathy, however, was attempting to, but she ended up tripping, and just is not able to quietly move forward.
You lose more red shirts that way.
Yeah. Gork, which are you stealthing as well?
Or
Gork?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
stealthing as well? Yes.
Yeah, I
yes,
rolled.
okay.
He's stealthing, but he moves
27.
faster than the rest of us, so he's probably between.
27. Okay. Okay. All right. 27. Yes. Okay. So the rest of you are taking your time, kind of examining, what's
Just
going
hugging
on.
the files so they don't clink and like moving
And,
at that
yeah.
pace.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like you still clink a little bit, but not nearly as much as you were previously.
Oh yeah.
Not enough to be heard over like the normal
This is
buzz and-
literally as
yeah.
stealthy as I can be with a net 20
Yeah.
of 21.
Yeah. You imagine you will not be heard.
So quiet.
Jake and Rock, how long do you keep running? Is there anything that you stop for?
Well, I would imagine it's more like along the lines of move towards where you heard the direction and you're now on guard listening for more sounds. So any kind of sounds that can help vector you in is what they'd be listening for. If
Okay.
there is no sounds, they may pause for a sec to at least try and orient and listen and make sure that nothing sounds off, and then keep moving until you see at least some sign of something.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
A whopping 11.
11. Okay. You still faintly hear the echo of that scream. This is a very, very, very large chamber. And while it is filled with stuff, there's still a lot of space, above. So there is some echo there. Yep, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm listening. I was going to ask something in a second.
Yeah. You hear that echo and you pause and stop and listen, and Rock kind of does the same. And eventually you do hear some far off, not too far off, but far off enough that you can't quite make out what the sounds are, to your northeast direction.
Okay, so now he's going to turn towards that then, and this is going to be at more of a jog instead of a run.
Okay.
Kind of like
Okay.
assessing as you go. So slow the pace down a little bit. And then the question I had for you is, if Jake were to look up, can he see the architecture and see where we are in relation to the wall? Like, are we losing the wall? Are we moving away from it? Or are we paralleling it? What are we doing in relation to the wall?
You are definitely moving away from the wall.
Crap. Okay.
It looks like you're going more towards the center of this structure.
Okay, that makes Jake nervous, but
Yeah,
he's
okay.
still moving.
You look up, and all of you would have noticed this as you were walking and such. When you're looking up and you're looking, you're trying to find the wall and the ceiling and everything like that, you only see horizon.
Interesting. I would
Yeah.
like to
It looks like the sky, horizon.
chalk mark the trees as we're going away from the wall.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me just like a nature check
Sure.
or survival.
Sure. I think survival makes a bit more sense. They're the same roll for me, but I will.
Okay.
14.
14. Okay, yeah, you're able to do that. You mark it in a way that it's not super obvious, but if you see it, you'll recognize it. Perfect.
I just look at her and I just shake my head.
This way we can find our way back to the wall if we need to.
You don't see me.
Or we can tell if we go in circles. Yeah.
Right. If you're looping. Yeah. Okay. So
I don't see you. No, she's just doing it. Just
Yeah.
like
So Jake, you head off in that northeastern direction. And Rock follows you. He kind of glances over his shoulder, sees Kathy there, doesn't see any of the rest of them, and kind of like gestures for her to come up. And she does. She scoots up closer to you guys, so she's, not off by herself. And the three of you, along with the rest of you, if you guys are still stealthing behind them. Yes, okay. The three of you head off in that northeastern direction. It takes a bit of time. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually you do see that the foliage starts to thin out a little bit, and there might be a clearing or something ahead of you.
Jake starts slowing up towards the clearing. He's not stealthing, but he's definitely slowing up because you don't want to charge into the clearing, but
Right. As you guys draw closer and you slow down, you hear what sounds to be a fight. You hear like animal noises, and you also hear humanoid noises, like shouts and fuck and things like that, and no, don't do that kind of things, just kind of all over the place.
kind of all around us. We can't see anything.
No, ahead of you, definitely ahead of you. But it's the foliage has not cleared enough for you to get a clear vision of what's happening. You see some shadows, but you can't make anything solid out at this distance.
Jake would take a knee a sec and kind of assess what's going on just for a minute to see if we see anything.
Okay.
And if everybody catches up, great. If they don't, then he's gonna try and see. We determined radios didn't work, right?
Yeah, your radios are not working down here.
Okay.
Considering they know English curses, they can't be that far from us.
Yeah, right.
At
least we're not hearing Jaffa Cree.
Right. You you take that knee, you pause, anyone who would like can make a perception check to see if they can see through the foliage and get a bead on what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Nope.
A 10.
An 11.
15. I'm taller. I've got a bit
19.
of an advantage.
Nice. 19. Get it, Gork. And Xora.
I have advantage.
Nice.
Advantage. Okay. And then we're going to have Kathy and Rock roll. And that's a plus that for Rock. Oh, wow. They both rolled the same thing. Okay. Yes. So Goa'uld, Rock, Kathy, and Xora, it's still not very clear because there is some foliage in your way. But you can definitely make out a humanoid form, slightly taller than average, from what you can tell at this distance. And you see a much, much larger four-legged something. And they are definitely fighting. And that's about all you can make out with the foliage that's in your way at this distance.
Okay, so do we side with the four-legged something or the larger than average humanoid?
That's the question.
Slightly larger than average.
Oh. Have you caught up with everybody? Like you guys were all together as a group now?
So right now, the only people who can be seen are Jake, Rock, and Kathy. Everybody else is near you, but still hidden, so you don't see them at the moment, unless they choose to reveal themselves.
That's what I'm checking. Are you guys checking in or not? Because Jake can't see what you guys see.
Kathy and Rock will tell you. They'll because they are
Kathy and Rock
two of the
did.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, they did pass their perception, so
Okay,
they'll
my bad. I missed
Rock. No, you're fine. You're fine. Rock will kind of lean in and whisper what he saw to you.
Okay. I think then that Jake would tell him to push forward just a little bit closer to get a better view of what's going on, but don't react until we see what's going on. Somebody obviously screamed, but we need to see, is this a life or death fight? There's fear on the face, or is this like a person who's dealing with their pet dog who's like, bad, Scruffy, bad.
Right. Are you attempting to do this without being detected? Are you stealthing?
Jake is now, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that stealth.
Okay, cool. Sneaky. 15.
15. Okay.
Sneaky like a snake.
And Rock and Kathy will follow your lead.
Oh no.
Jesus
oh no.
Christ, they did not do well. Okay.
They're
so
too Twitter
Jake,
pated to stealth.
Yeah. Jake, you creep up and you are quiet enough that you are able to then get to a part where that foliage is thin enough that you can clearly see what is happening. Just as you get to that point, you hear a twig snap. Yeah, a twig snap.
Jake freezes and he hunches right where he's at, like, oh no.
And you see, if you look back, you see that Rock is looking down at his foot where he stepped on a branch. Because he rolled the lower stealth. You distracted by this, you turn back. And there's no one in the clearing anymore.
I was gonna say, there's a velociraptor in my face,
gone.
and it goes, clever girl.
There's no one in the clearing anymore.
Oh no!
That you can see.
Jake pauses and has a look of worry and stress on his face now, and he's just started looking left, right, everywhere, trying to see what happened, where they went, listening. Do I need to make a perception check?
I will allow anyone who would like one final perception check before things happen.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That scares me.
No, Jake. You worthless nat 1.
Oh
no, Jake.
You got fire ants in your legs, boy.
Nat 1.
You said things are about to happen. Gorik and Fiddler are like, what?
What?
I got a 13. I rolled a 5. No.
Good thing
I'd like to think that when they move forward to the clearing, like I know Fiddler branched out. He was taking a vector off to be able, because they're not to be clumped in. So I don't know what Gorik's doing, but he's off to the right.
I'm coming from the trees.
I'm glad my guardian angels have sniper rifles and bayonets fixed practically.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a dice. How many of you? There's 6 of you right now.
Yes.
Only 4 that count.
4 plus our NPCs. So we're gonna roll a d6.
What I love.
Oh, okay, so that's gonna be Kathy.
Oh no.
So we're about to lose a red shirt.
Red shirt.
Yeah.
No,
red shirt.
Here's what happens.
Rock will save you, hopefully, maybe. Unless it's insta-death.
Fiddler and Gorik, you are the only ones who see this coming. As
no.
you see ahead of you, because Jake is here, Rock is slightly behind, and then Kathy is slightly behind the two of them, right? Well, you hear the twig snap. You guys all see that it's Rock who stepped on it. Everybody's looking at Rock.
It's a trap.
Goa'uld and Fiddler, you see two figures. You see a humanoid, and you see a huge, it's more like giant, not quite huge. It's a big ass dinosaur, okay? That's barreling at Kathy. She does not notice that everybody's looking at Rock. Doesn't hear it.
What
There's
kind
too
of
many other
dinosaur is it?
Okay, sorry, a second. We as this massive creature almost reaches Kathy, you see the humanoid tackle Kathy out of the way and into the bushes. You don't see them, they disappear
And-
into the bushes.
And thus the love triangle is
Oh, that's what I
complete.
was thinking! How did you read my mind? It's like we're married or something.
I know, here it comes.
The rest of you see a huge, okay, so in the third Jurassic Park movie, in the third Jurassic Park movie, there's a massive dinosaur that it's aquatic. It has like a fin on its back, but it can also
the
go
big
on land.
scary one.
I don't remember the name of it, but it eats a cell phone and it rings when it's near. That's the one that I'm talking about, if you know what I'm
The
talking about.
Mosasaurus?
I believe so. I believe that's the one.
They
Big-
Captain Hook the crocodile for that thing?
I'm pretty
Like,
sure it's a made up dinosaur name, but yeah.
Yeah. You see essentially a smaller version of one of those. And I need everyone to
You can't
roll
have my cell
initiative.
phone.
Oh, if
No,
it's a Spinosaurus.
No, it's the Spinosaurus.
Yeah,
Spinosaurus.
if it ate a
That's what
phone.
it is. Yes. Yes.
Spinosaurus.
You see a Spinosaurus. It's not as big as the one in the Jurassic Park movie, but it is still way bigger than you guys.
All I can
yeah.
say is, guys, with our firepower, it looks like meat's back on the menu.
Yeah. I need everybody to please
Initiative.
roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Don't roll it yet. Let me
no,
clear.
already rolled.
Too late.
I'll wait.
Clear. Okay.
Boom.
Ixora. Auric. Okay, let's see. Let me add in Jake.
Kaka?
We'll add in Fiddler.
Fiddler, shoot it!
We'll add in Rock.
Sniper rifle is ready to go.
I just want to hear that supersonic crack. See the thing like
Brilliant.
fall over.
Kathy. We're gonna
I'd
add
just like to see me hit something.
Dino.
Yeah.
And we're gonna add Person. You guys don't know their name yet.
Looks like that dino's dynamite.
So we've got Jake at a 16.
Yep.
Fiddler at a 19.
19.
Rock, we're gonna roll for Rock real quick.
Dang.
At a 7 plus 3, that is a 10 for Rock. We're gonna roll for Kathy, which you guys cannot see Kathy right here.
No, because
Right
she's
now.
too busy starting a love triangle.
12 plus a 1, that's gonna be a 13.
I like
for
how you just had
Kathy.
a rock and roll.
1d20, 9 plus 5, that's going to be a 14. And Person,
Like how the scientists both got 13. Or like
17. Ooh,
On
very
the same-
nice, very
same
nice.
page.
Okay. Plus theirs is a 3, so that's going to be a dirty 20 for them.
dang person, you
Okay, and we're
taking
gonna
the
That love-
initiative.
Love triangle, man. I'm telling you. It's meant to be.
reorder that into descending. Alrighty, so that is that. Person is going to do this. That will, okay. Okay. That's fine. Fiddler. It is your turn.
We didn't
He
see
did-
anything.
6
Nope.
points of romance damage.
6 points of
Plot
hallmark
armor is
damage.
strong. Yeah.
All right. Well, I see creature eating people, or at least being threatening and snarly. What is the disposition of this giant lizard beast?
Is very angry.
It angry?
It angry.
Okay.
It took a snap at Kathy. Like it was
Okay.
gonna eat Kathy.
He hadn't gotten a snack yet.
Okay.
He's
Well,
not gotten a
then
snack yet.
Kathy
I'm
is a
going to
snack.
shoot. I'm going to shoot it with my sniper rifle.
Okay, go for it.
17 for 23.
That will definitely hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, get it. Get it.
I don't believe I get 2 shots, so that's my tech.
Okay, for 23 damage. There we go. Alrighty. Gorik, you are up next.
All right. I will jump out of the trees on top of the dinosaur.
I knew it. I knew you were going to ride the beast. I was
Okay.
about to say that.
Well,
Okay.
well,
Come on.
Yes,
You know you
that's
want to
part of
ride
it.
it.
well, it's part of it, but I also want to kill it.
Okay, so if you're trying to get on top of it, you can roll me a athletics or an acrobatics check, whichever you prefer.
Don't land
I-
directly on the back spine. That'd be really bad for your nuts.
They're both good. And, I have my combat cup on. I don't know. Whatever.
Here we go.
Oops. Oops. That's the wrong one. Hold on. There you go.
24.
My roll 20 is not agreeing with me. It's going very, very slow. So you got a 24?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, you land on top of it. Easy peasy.
All right. Well, then I will shoot it with my mouse bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Hmm?
do you get disadvantage for close range in this game? Hold on.
No, in fact, as a scout, I get extra damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Big boom. Oh, well, if I
An
hit.
11 will not hit. 11 does
Dang.
not hit.
It's like riding a bucking bull, probably.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a little hard to aim.
Calm down so I can shoot you. All right, all right. I'm done.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is Jake.
Okay, cool. I was trying to get to the feats. A feat is the equivalent of like removing an attack action, like I can do one or the other, but not both?
It depends on what the feat says.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll say like it's an action or a bonus action.
Or
Okay,
it
this
just
one goes
happens.
hand in hand if I hit with a ranged attack. So
then that
that's
just
why I was
happens.
curious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna then just do a P90 attack and try and hit.
Yeah, go for it.
And I was reviewing my character stuff here, so I'm gonna roll, and then depending what it does here, I may have to check something else real quick.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Jake! You rolled a 7.
A 7. A 7 unfortunately does not hit. Your shot goes a little wide.
Oh, Dino Angie.
I'm
He next.
just scared by that angry dino. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, you guys are very shocked to see a dinosaur here. Just saying.
You mean
Yeah,
elated?
just a little bit.
Anything else on your turn, Jake?
I really want to somehow work in the clever girl line from the Jurassic Park, but yeah, no, I got nothing.
Okay, then in that case, it is the dinosaur's turn, and it has something on its back, but it's also hungry. So I am gonna roll a d2. On a 1, it will attempt to bite someone close to it. On a 2, it's gonna attempt to throw Gorik off. That is a 1.
It's too hungry.
And the 2 people that are closest to it right now are going to be Jake and Rock because they were next to Kathy.
And then it goes to the commercial for Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So same thing. I'm going to roll a d2. A 1, it's Jake. A 2, it's going to be Rock.
All right.
Sorry,
Ah!
Jake.
Sure, come at me, bro.
20.
Maybe this is the moment you need to get your clever girl
It's-
line.
Yeah,
A dinosaur.
right before he's bit. Clever girl.
Okay. And the
Jake
He has
definitely has seen the
that.
Jurassic Park films. Okay, so this is like living his terrifying fantasy.
For its bite. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit you.
No, it does not.
Okay, so it's kind of torn between throwing Goric off and getting a snack. So it thrashes around a little bit, and as it swings its head, it attempts to bite you, and it just passes just a hair's breadth above your head. But it misses. It is Kathy's turn, but things happened, so it's Ixora's turn.
I am going to attempt to shoot this dinosaur with my Zatnicatel to hopefully tucker it out a bit.
Okay, go for it.
Kazap. Oh. I always look away when I shoot, and it doesn't do well. A 10.
A 10. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit. Your zap goes a little bit wide and it zaps a tree, but nothing really happens.
Except
Yeah,
literally
take
a squirrel
Igor to the
falls
fighting
out.
range.
Yeah. It is Rock's turn, and he has an
Save your girl.
angry. Yeah,
Oh.
he's got an angry dinosaur in his face.
Yes.
But Kathy also is gone. But the dinosaur is between him and Kathy. So right now he's gonna deal with the dinosaur.
It's between him and Kathy. Yeah, you gotta deal with the dino first, buddy.
And Rock's dex is a +3. So he's going to make an attack. A 12 will just hit.
Good job.
And he has a staff, which I don't know what the damage on the staff is. Sorry, give me.
Excuse me.
I don't even. Hold on, give me a second. I need to find the staff. Weapons.
I only have a Z. Sorry. Tell you right off the top of my head.
These are weapons. That is cavalry weapons. I don't want cavalry weapons. I want.
I think they're a little further past.
Yeah.
Not much.
No, those are vehicles. How did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. The Matok staff weapon. Oh, it does 3d6. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna roll 3d6. Cool. It will take 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Go. It is looking a little rough, but it is not down yet. It is now person's turn. You guys cannot see them at the moment. So they're gonna do this.
Our little red shirt lady sees him, and he's probably handsome as all hell and dashing.
Plus 3, 15. Okay, that's decent. Okay. Fiddler, it is now your turn.
I am the concerned about something I don't know what's happening.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going like look, it's by trying to bite Jake's head off. So I go pew. 12?
That'll hit.
Wow.
A 12 will hit.
Look at that.
12 is
That
just
damage. 4d8 and I rolled an 8.
3 1s and a
Ooh.
5.
Oh, that's rough.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
That's some wow.
yeah.
Very rough.
You must
Ow.
have just like clipped it. I'm imagining you still hit it, but it's like a glancing shot or something.
Like I fired and it was snapping at you and it like
Yeah,
ripped
yeah,
You're
straight
trying
off
not
the
to
blade or
hit
something.
Gorik
Yeah.
who's on it or Jake who is snapping
On its
at.
back.
No, I don't worry
Yeah.
about Gorik.
Oh, okay.
Anything else on your turn, Fiddler?
No, I don't really have much else to do. There's no mechanical stuff here for me to kick or fix.
Just
so
dinosaurs.
just
Okay.
I know
Unless
organic
they're
stuff.
mechanical
Ew.
dinosaurs.
Who knows?
Robot dinosaurs.
I mean, when I shot it, did I see blood?
Yes.
Okay, well, they're
You
not
do see
mechanical.
blood.
All right.
What color was
Next
it?
up is
Replicate. You're right.
Gorik.
Damn it.
All right.
Violet 6. I can never get away from you.
I shall attempt to shoot it again.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I get an extra d6, I think.
Nice.
For 15.
Pew, pew.
17. I know how to math. Shut up. 17. Okay, it screeches as that hits. It is not happy. It thrashes a little bit as you are on top of it, but it does nothing yet because it's not its turn. Anything else, Gorik?
Attempt to hold on.
Attempt to hold on. Absolutely. Okay. Jake, you are next.
All right, I'm going to try and take its legs out from under it with P90.
Okay,
So,
go for it.
my
oh yeah,
Oh, for
nat
a
20.
natural 20. Absolutely.
23
That
a
will
hit.
hit.
So,
An additional
damage is kind of, but
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of ones tonight. But double nat
That's
20s.
typical for this group.
That's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
I'm honestly surprised we've hit it so
so-
far.
Yeah. So you hit it right in like its knee joint, and it rears back and screeches, and it splits y'all's eardrums. Like it
Ooh.
hurts. It is a loud screech.
okay.
Actually, everybody go ahead and just make me a con save real quick.
Oh boy.
Con save, okay.
I was not wearing my ear protection. 5.
5. Okay. It's not loading for me, so y'all have to tell me what you got.
14.
11.
Okay. 11.
16.
16. Okay. We're gonna roll for rock.
Ugh.
Bad. Okay. And for person's fine. Okay. So essentially anyone who got a 10 or lower. So
What about Kathy?
That Kathy is not making saves right now. So that is going to be Rock,
That's
Ixora.
worrisome.
That's why I had to ask.
She's
Rock
already
and-
dead.
Rock and Ixora, you guys, your ears start to bleed. You start bleeding from your ears a
That's
little bit.
fine.
It was very loud, very close.
Won't be the last
definitely-
time. Wasn't the first.
Yeah, definitely split your eardrums a little bit. Anything else on your turn, Jake?
So I was reading on the feat activates assault coordination.
Okay.
When you hit a target with ranged attack, the next successful ranged attack by someone of my team deals an additional d6 damage. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
And I was thinking about activating one of my feats, but now I'm good.
Okay. All
Or
right.
one of
Then in
my,
that case.
Talents. That's
Talents.
it. Talent.
Okay. Then in that case, it's the dino's turn, and it is definitely going to attempt to shake Gorik off because you stabbed it, and it did not like that. So, Gorik, you can roll me an athletics or an acrobatics check. This is going to be contested.
That 20. 25.
Critical.
Critical success. Okay, yeah, it rolled really well, but you
Rolled better.
Yeah, so Fiddler's shot from earlier, it went through the spine, the fin on its spine,
Oh,
and you just kind of hook your hand in that. Yeah, and you're able to grip really, really well, and you do not go flying.
Fiddler curses that he accidentally helped Gorik.
Kathy, that is that for Kathy. Okay, Ixora.
I'm moving in the direction. I meant to do this last turn, but I like shoot and then move, but I forgot to move because I was just like, oh god, dinosaur. So I'm moving towards where I saw Kathy get tackled into the bush.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
And then if I could see
you
anything, that's
were-
one thing. Yeah.
So
She was between like a stealth group
yeah, because you
and
guys
then
were like
the front group.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like
Yeah, so
in
you
between.
can make it to where you think she disappeared.
Okay.
When you get there, you can roll me a perception or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
I would like to roll perception check.
Okay, go for it.
18.
18. You find her in the bush. She is bleeding from her forehead. It
Uh-huh.
looks like she must have smashed her head when she was tackled to
Ooh.
the ground.
Okay.
And she is unconscious.
Okay. I don't see person, but that's okay.
Mhm.
I'm sure it's fine. I won't get tackled to the ground and bleed from my forehead too. And then I'm gonna shoot with my Zet at the dinosaur if I can.
Go for it.
Try to, if we could knock it unconscious, we could study it. 7. No, I'm just.
Yeah, unfortunately, same thing. It goes a little wide, hits a tree, does not hit the dinosaur.
Going to the range.
Anything else?
I'm
on
going
your
to the
turn?
range. That's it. Nope.
Okay.
I've got my eyes on
alrighty.
Kathy. I'll like crouch
Next.
down behind a bush with her.
1d20. Rock is going to shoot his Makoto again for a 14. That will hit. So he's going to do 3d6 for 13. Okay, where are we at? We are at that. Okay. It looks really rough. It screeches. It's still thrashing, trying to get Goa'uld off. It is bleeding from several bullet and scorch wounds at this time. It does not look happy. That is Rock's turn. He is actually because he's right in its melee range. He's gonna stay where he is for now because he cannot get to Kathy this turn. It is Person's turn, and I'm actually going to roll for things to happen. Okay, so it's gonna do that. 20. Let's see. 3. Okay, he will hit. 6. Okay. So you guys see
Person.
from a tree, you don't see a person, but you do see a spear
Oh.
come out and embed in the side of this dinosaur. And it screeches again, not quite as loud as before. It does seem like it is a lot weaker right now than it was a couple minutes ago. And it is looking real rough. Next up, we have Fiddler.
Okay. I rotated out to the side. So would you consider this like medium range or long range?
It'd be about medium range.
Okay, then I don't get a D4.
Okay.
Just double checking. All right, I will continue to shoot.
Go for it.
20 for 12. I'm still rolling. Look at all those
20
ones.
for 12. How would you like to kill this
Ooh.
dinosaur?
Yeah.
Completely accidentally. After I saw that I helped Goa'uld, I'm aiming for a little bit closer to him now to see if I can dislodge him from the back of the creature, just because I figure we're gonna win this, and I'm just trying to make Goa'uld have a bad day. And it turns at the exact moment, and I literally just brained the thing and put it down. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it!
The question is,
From
do you need
one
a
temple
pair
to
of
the
dinosaur
other.
Yeah,
skin
just-
boots?
Boom! Right out through. I'm like,
Yeah. So it screeches and it we're gonna roll real quick. It goes that way. Okay. I need Jake, Rock, and Goa'uld to roll me dexterity saving throws, please, as this dinosaur starts to topple in your direction.
Oh. 15.
15.
19, and Rock gets squished.
No, Rock.
Nope.
Oh,
Rock is
no,
fine.
it's fine.
Rock
Damn
is
it.
fine because Rock also has a plus there as well. Okay, so this dinosaur, Fiddler absolutely brains it just in one temple, totally blasted out on the other side. It makes a very pitiful, like, mini screech sound and then topples in y'all's direction, but you guys see it coming and you're able to duck and roll out of the way. Goa'uld, you roll me a acrobatics check. Yeah, easy enough.
11.
You are able to hop off and you kind of come to like a running stop on the ground. You guys are now out of combat. There are no perceivable threats at the moment. What would you like to do?
Receivable. Thank you, Goa'uld. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, shit. Everybody check in. Is everyone okay? Goa'uld, Rock.
Yo,
I'm fine.
He starts calling
Where's
out to the rest
Kathy?
of the teammates. Yeah, Kathy.
She's here.
Rock's-
She's unconscious.
Rock's going over. Yeah, Rock's making his way over to you guys.
She should probably be
Jeez.
moved from this area.
It's a real life dinosaur. Look at it.
What are the type of trees that are in the area right now? I'm just asking a quick question, Game Master.
Jungle trees.
Okay.
If I knew the species of jungle trees, I would tell
Well, no,
you.
I mean, are they
don't.
okay? So they're
Prehistoric jungle.
I'm just wondering, are they
yeah.
like multi-branched kind of just
Some of
canopy
them.
types, or are they like tall
Probably a
trees that just
mix.
go? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
trying to
solid
find one
mix.
that has some branches, and I want to kind of scamper up and get a high point.
Yeah,
Gotta watch
yeah,
the
you
clearing.
can absolutely roll me athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer. If you get a 10 or
13.
higher, okay, yeah, 10 or higher, you're totally fine.
All right,
Um,
I
So
crawl
you
up
go
about
up-
like 30 feet, and then just kind of sit out and scan the area. That's all I'm doing.
okay. So from that height, you are able to see the clearing that was through those trees.
Mhm.
And you see it looks like there was a fight going on. You see blood on like splattered across like the dirt and things like that. It's like a sand-ish, not quite like as white as like beach sand, but there's some type of like sand in this clearing. And you do see some blood splatters around there, as well as scuff marks in the dirt and sand and stuff about like where they were moving and things. But other than that, you really don't see anything else at the moment. Not much movement, aside from like just normal small critters that you guys have been seeing this whole time.
Okay, he's gonna keep scanning.
Okay.
Jake, after being shocked by the dinosaur, though he did taking assess of everybody, he'd like to wander over towards the newcomer too, unless you had something you needed to say/do.
You guys do not see that person. You don't see
Oh,
anybody
we
right
don't
now.
see him. Okay.
Because the
Nope,
spear
nope.
shut out. We didn't see
Yeah,
that.
the spear came out, but you guys did not see who threw it or where it came from. You guys have a
Okay.
dead dinosaur in front of you. Kathy is unconscious and bleeding from
Okay.
her forehead. Go ahead and do what you would like. I'm going to step away just for a very brief second. I will be right back.
Gork
Okay.
goes to tend to the wounds because we're in a jungle,
I
and
was-
those wounds need to be
I was
attended
actually
to
gonna ask that.
immediately.
It's like, who's got the best medical on our team? I haven't even looked at that yet.
I have 4 medicine.
I have one.
I have 3.
One.
3.
Right.
1. Okay. So Xor and Gorik are yours.
I
Yeah.
make holes. I don't fix them.
Okay.
Probably tending to Kathy, because I'm already right next to her.
Okay.
So I'll be
Well,
like, oh
I think-
dear. That's the front of the skull, so Co should be fine.
Actually, no. I'm bringing herbal remedies from around. I'm using my survival check instead of my medicine.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Throwing a little bit of extra power in that
Yeah.
medicine.
Oh,
Alright,
hey,
well, if you-
Jake.
Apply this to the wound.
Fiddler. Fiddler. Yeah.
Area's clear.
All right. Great shot. I mean, look at it.
I was aiming at Gork.
Okay, don't tell me that next time.
I was trying to hit him. I was just trying to dislodge him. He was having too much fun.
Glad you missed. Jake would
Brock,
take stock of the.
I need your help at moving Kathy
Oh,
to a better
God.
place.
Oh my
I need to
gosh.
treat her.
Oh
Maybe
my
you should take your
gosh.
shirt off while you move her.
Let the muscles ripple. Jake would take stock of the dead dinosaur,
the
the
shirt.
surrounding area, the wounds, and see if
Mhm.
we need to. I don't know.
I get a 21 medicine check to assist Kathy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, easy peasy. She doesn't seem to be in any serious kind of danger. It's literally she's just bleeding from a head
She
wounds
seems
bleed
to
a
be
lot.
unconscious. Rock, you're going to have to carry her.
She needs mouth to
she's-
mouth.
She's got she's got a head wound. We probably shouldn't move her right now.
We also probably shouldn't stay in the area in case that was a distress call and more of those Spinosauruses are coming.
That's also
I have
true.
evaluated her, and she should be all right as long as she is carried very gently.
She doesn't
Okay,
appear to be
all right.
have a nick injury or anything.
Not that I can
Okay.
discern.
Here, Gorik, and he's gonna hand you his Macto. Mactok.
Mhm.
Macto, whatever. His staff. He's handing you his staff.
Salute,
Yep, and he will pick her up very carefully and make sure that she is okay. And then follow your guys' lead. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Wouldn't
quick.
hold on.
I was gonna say, quick mental thought here. We're trapped in a dome that we haven't found a way out yet. We got to
It is
keep going
approximately
forward.
around 11 to 12 square miles, up to 15, by my guesstimates. It's 4 miles around the circumference.
So Jake then would want to talk with the group and be like, "All right, guys, we have somebody who's wounded. We're strapped in a dome that we can't get out through the ceiling at least. So we got to keep working the perimeter to see if maybe we can find a door or
We
power
have
or
searched the
something."
perimeter.
Did we do the whole perimeter?
Yes, it was
Yep.
approximately 4 miles in circumference.
Okay,
4
then
hours.
change
4
of
hours,
plans
rather.
then.
12 miles in
Does it-
circumference. Yes, so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to start working probably
I
towards
did
the
math.
center then.
Does it change our priorities if we have someone injured? Isn't there a priority change?
To
Return
me,
to the gate?
the priority would be to get the wounded out.
Yeah,
But we're stuck in here, so we got to find a way out.
we gotta find a way. All right.
So my thoughts were we move towards the center to try and see if we can have something there. I mean, we avoided the center all this time and didn't find anything, so the only other logical thing
we've
is
been
to go
following the
towards the
perimeter.
center.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
circled the whole perimeter. It took us about 4 hours, which Exora calculated to be about 12 miles.
Roughly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my thoughts were we move towards the center.
Deeper
Or-
into the jungle.
Yes, Deepa. Y'all agree?
This does make sense, yes.
All right. Well, we'll take turns then on who can carry her. Gorik?
Mm.
Think you can take the lead here to get us into that center without running into any more of these Spinosaurus
I
thingies?
wonder what the water source here is.
I'm on it. I
Thanks.
will move ahead at.
Wasn't he
Wait.
fighting someone?
Are radios working? I can't remember.
They're not.
They're
That's
not,
why I'm yelling
Not-
from the tree over here.
Not
I
even
can't
locally.
hear you, Fiddler.
not even locally, unfortunately.
Dang it! All right, fine.
What?
I will.
What happened to the guy that was fighting the dinosaur?
What did he say?
Something about fighting the dinosaur. The dinosaur's dead, Fiddler. Come on.
Oh, no, there was someone fighting the dinosaur, wasn't there?
Yep.
Yes.
What'd he say?
I think he said yes.
I got blood coming. Oh, all right.
It's Jake
It's me,
signaling
yeah.
to Fiddler to get in
It's harder
here.
to hear things farther away right now. There's a ringing.
There's scales down the tree.
See
Yeah.
our flares in our
Yeah,
kit.
Wasn't
Fiddler,
Take
there,
a sample of dinosaur before. on
wasn't
our
there
way out.
someone else that wasn't there something fighting the dinosaur?
Yes, I
Yep,
do
that
not
one
know
guy's
where they
gone.
went.
Shouldn't we maybe look for his tracks
We
and
could-
follow him? Or maybe he's still here?
Hello,
could try.
person. We mean you no harm.
Hello, Trax. Where are you?
Hello, Trax.
Gorik, do you have tracking ability? Do you think you can follow it?
Well, I mean, I am a scout. Yes.
Get them
Okay, so
footprints.
if you want, you can do survival. You can do perception for anybody who's looking around to see if you guys can see this person. Whatever you prefer.
26 perception.
26 perception. Okay.
I mean, I'll roll survival, but I think someone may have found him. 23.
23. Okay.
Working
you
together, we
guys-
have found him.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So you guys,
Some sort of trace.
you guys do notice that there are some. It's very hard, even with your roles. It's very, very difficult to find this trail. It's almost imperceptible. Like you almost
This-
guys can't see. This person is very good.
Yeah.
They are
Whomever-
very good at covering their tracks.
Whomever is here knows this territory well.
But you guys are able to find a very, very faint trail.
Gorik and Fiddler, do you think you can follow that trail?
Does it lead towards the center?
Maybe.
Roughly, not directly, but kind of.
Closer in that direction.
I'm willing to bet he knows something or maybe can help us somehow.
I'm going to continue marking the trees as we go.
Okay, so you
Onward.
guys follow this imperceptible trail.
This trail I don't want you to follow.
No, you guys can absolutely follow it.
I am stealthing again.
Well,
Okay, roll your stealth.
yeah.
23.
Right there. Okay. Anyone else who would like to roll stealth is more than welcome to. Rock is not going to stealth because he's carrying
I'm
Kathy and he
Gonna
kind
not
of can't
stealth
right now.
as well because
Jake's
I'm gonna
not
hang out
stealthing.
by those two.
Okay.
In case, another dinosaur comes out of the bushes at us, I can be a target.
Yeah. I'm not stealthing, but I'm purposely moving further ahead, so anything that would
Spreading
come
out.
out would come out at me first.
Okay, you're putting some distance, a little bit of distance between
Yeah.
you and it makes sense because you're following that trail as well with a little bit of Fiddler's help too. Well, most of Fiddler's help. You guys are helping each other, even though Fiddler, you hear him occasionally just like pointing out things that you might have missed as you guys go.
Mm-hmm.
You
That
guys
leaf
follow
is
this.
broken.
Yeah. You see a broken leaf. You see like the faintest impression of the edge of a footprint. Like it's this person is very, very good. You guys follow this trail for some time. And you notice that it is very slowly like kind of spiraling and curving inward in towards the center. This person seems to be following a very specific path. Everybody who would like to can roll me an insight check to see if maybe why this path is this way.
Either he knows we're following him, or there's like mines placed somewhere.
I have no insight.
13.
16.
Okay, so that's Fiddler, Goric, Ixora, and what'd you get, Jake?
16.
16. Okay. Most of you don't really have any clue. Jake, you with a 16,
He's using the trees.
so you know that hunters, specifically like human hunters, oftentimes they follow game trails, right? On Earth when they're, out hunting or whatever. That's what this feels like. It feels like this person is following a game trail, but you don't see any signs of a game trail. And that's what you kind of
It's disturbing.
Yeah, that's what you can discern from that insight check.
So I have a question. Is the terrain that we're walking on, is it hilly? Is it flat?
There is some
Is there
roll
any
to it,
change
not
in it?
much.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's not anything significant.
Are we going downhill through a gully, like a valley? Are we climbing up over something?
So far, it's been pretty flat. There have been a couple like very small ridges that you would have to like climb down or like skirt down. Not anything insane. Nothing.
Okay.
It's relatively level. You guys haven't found any big terrain features at this point.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys follow this trail for quite some time. And eventually you do come across I don't want to say a cliff because that's not right. Ahead of you, you see a stone rock structure that kind of you guys can see it off to your left. It slopes upward right into a pretty decent sized hill. And you see this path is leading to, there is a dark shadowy alcove, looks like maybe an alcove, in the side of this rock structure. Could possibly be a cave, could just be a shallow dip in the rock. You guys can't quite tell from here.
How you want to approach that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy hasn't shown him. So this is what I'm thinking. This is not the character. It's like the guy hasn't shown himself to be our enemy yet, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to think we can at least keep going forward a little bit with some intent purpose of making contact with this guy.
They are trapped in here as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could work together to find it out.
I
They
mean, I
probably
could
know
try
the terrain
hauling.
better.
I could try just calling out to him. I mean, I heard some English words. Maybe he understands us.
Perhaps.
Goa'uld hands you a candy bar.
Oh, peace offering. I see.
Let's see. If you would like, I could try to diplomacy.
Yeah, Xor, if you could help me out with this here, I'm not so savvy on all these different races that are out here. Because humanoid, yes, but human, I don't know.
Certainly. Hello. We come in peace. We would like to be friends. We are trapped here, it would seem, and are looking for a way out. You could come with us if you like.
Okay.
We-
Go
we-
ahead
we-
and
We really liked that spear throw you did.
It
That
was
was quite
very
impressive.
Yes.
go ahead and Ixora, you can roll a persuasion check if you would
Mhm.
like.
Yes. I am going to spend a Eureka point for science! Because this is a culture I've not observed before. And with this, I can gain advantage on a charisma checks in addition to wisdom and intelligence and wisdom checks. So,
Okay.
you said make a persuasion check?
Yes.
Advantage.
With advantage.
16! God, I spent that.
16?
That would have been... 6 would have been much worse.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Much
16.
better.
Not bad. Not bad. Your words echo a little bit. They kind of bounce off of this rocky outcrop ahead of you. Ma'am, if you bite me, you're going to go on the floor. We're not doing this today. The temple cat is angry. Your voice bounces off of this rocky structure ahead of you. And there's silence after you finish talking for several like heartbeats. And then you hear from like back and behind you a voice in a very heavily accented tone. How did you get here?
Oh, hey, came through the hole in the dome, the top of the roof.
We fell a
The
long
shield was
way.
down. We came a long way through a tunnel.
A slide.
How did you
Direction?
get here?
Hmm?
Wait, sorry, what?
They said direction? Question mark.
Like,
Up.
up. Like, because approximately where the rope would have sliced off. On like whatever section of the wall that go, because we made a full circle and then we started heading inwards. So probably around
Yeah.
Right.
around
Yeah, we could kind of point
that
to where it came
direction.
from.
Okay. You guys don't hear any other response after that.
Hey, look.
Can we make
What-
out where this accent is from?
Yes.
Roll me a culture
Can
check.
I roll a culture
Yeah, that's a
check?
good idea.
So cultured. Yeah, God, 16.
16? Okay.
Yes.
Anyone else would
I'll
like
try.
to roll?
No,
Okay.
while they're talking, Fiddler is going to try and circle to the backside of the rocky outcropping and
Okay.
try and take a position over there.
So we got a 16 and a 12. Fiddler, are you trying to do that stealthily, or are you just slowly making your
Yes.
way over there? Okay,
Yes.
stealth check.
Okay. Thought I'd start my last one since I really broke stealth, but of course, now I roll terrible. Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
17's not terrible.
Compared to what I was rolling.
Goa'uld and Ixora, you are certain you have never heard this accent before.
Ooh.
It is not one you recognize from anywhere.
All right, hey,
Fiddler,
look. Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
That's. If you got a thing for him, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that Fiddler, you are making your way essentially you have to start where the rock starts to slope upwards, and you're making your way towards that where the ground meets the slope to try and get around it and see what's over there.
Okay.
And Jake would just call out politely and nicely, like, "Look, we just want to talk and see if maybe you know of a way out of here or can help us. We got somebody hurt from that thing attacking us, and really appreciate your help."
I'll
Silence
walk
again.
more into the open area to show, like, hey, we're friendly.
Okay.
No weapons out
so-
here, just lots of plant files.
Yeah,
Same
lots of plants.
Sticks
So
sticking
this
out of your
time
hair.
Yeah,
there's
what's new?
yeah, there's just more sticks in there now.
Yeah.
This time there's more silence for several heartbeats after you guys, finish talking, and then this time you hear the voice coming from. You're looking at this rocky outcrop. It's coming from your right this time. You imagine they might be throwing their voice from the direction that it was coming previously to this direction, just maybe to throw you guys off from where they actually are. You hear them essentially they say, "If I knew a way out, I'd be gone."
I had
Hey, look.
considered that possibility, yes. But perhaps if we all put our heads together and thought about it and used your knowledge with our knowledge, we might be able to find a different way out? Something previously unseen?
There's silence again.
Say teamwork
then-
makes the dream work.
And then they've been here for several hundred years. I have not found a way out.
Several hundred years? This Jake looks to Ixora.
There are many different species. They seem to could be Tok'ra or Goa'uld.
He could be a Goa'uld.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you don't happen to have a snake in you, do you?
That's rather rude way of putting it, Jake Miller. And she doesn't say that quietly either.
If Kathy and Co were awake, you'd be getting a look, but they're unconscious right now.
I forgot they're there.
Yeah, Tok'ra.
Yeah. Rock kind of gives you a look.
It's
just
in a
like
polite way. He's not being a dick about it,
just
you
like
know.
what the fuck, dude. Fiddler, you are able to get to that slope. And you see essentially you can see the other side of it. It looks like it's just a for whatever reason, like it kind of like Pride Rock, kind of like juts out like that, but it's a solid structure as opposed to like in Pride Rock, it's just one slab of. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, as you were going towards that slope, you do see that shady alcove that you saw in the wall. It looks like it does go in deeper, so it could be a cave.
Okay. I'm just going to set up there and keep an eye on the rock and the surrounding area and just try and just provide like an overwatch kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You guys have not heard a response after Jake's question. Rather rude question. What would you like to do?
I would imagine you are not content being trapped here for several hundred years. We would rather be upset as well if we were also trapped here for that amount of time. But if we are, we should all just get to know each other right now, because we're all going to be stuck here together anyways, even if we don't find a way out. Although if we're gone for too long, more people will come looking for us.
You have others?
Many others.
Somebody, since you guys have kind of all been talking, Jake, Ixora, ma'am, and now Goric. One of you can make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, persuasive is everybody? No.
I'd say Ixora.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
You're the
make
more
it.
diplomatic.
I am adverse to violence, yes.
That is fair.
That's why my charisma is higher than my dexterity. Persuasion with advantage. 18.
Nice.
Okay. You don't get a response. There's no response for some time. And like to the point where it gets awkward. Like the silence gets awkward.
I'm just like move out a little bit closer, not quite into the cave, but like I can see inside it a little bit because I'm pretty tall, so I got like a
yeah.
advantage point. And just like chill out. Like at one with
as you approach the cave, you do see okay, ma'am, you gotta go. Okay, bye. Sitting in my lap with her claws in my knee, so she had to go. You see a like a darker shadow within the cave, and it comes out, and this person steps into the
light.
into the light. Yeah, and you guys do notice that it's like the sun is setting right now. That's what it seems like.
Oh, interesting. Oh, fascinating. I think if someone notices that day-night cycles, intriguing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's very interesting.
Yeah, before you see a tall woman. She is wearing handmade clothes. It looks like from various fibers, materials that she probably found in this environment. She has barely contained like wild brown hair that's like pulled up into a ponytail at the back of her head. She is, you can see scars, you can see various different signs of injuries, old, new. You do see that she's got some like scratch marks right now across her chest / shoulder. You imagine that might be from the Spinosaurus that she was fighting previously. And she is standing in the archway of the cave. She has not come all the way out, but you guys can see her, and she is there.
Doubtful she has a sarcophagus. That's
yes.
good.
Yeah. Is she as tall as me, or just like tall for a human? Okay.
She is tall for a human. She's probably about 5'9", 5 foot. No, hold on, let me see. Because I thought I wrote down. She's 5'11".
Okay.
She is 5'11".
So closer to my height. Still, good. 2 feet shorter, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Would you, Jake holds up the candy bar.
1 foot shorter. Yeah.
Jake holds up the candy bar up. Cares for some food?
She does not respond. She just kind of looks at you.
I wave very friendly, like.
Here, Xora, maybe you should give this to her when the time's right.
Very confused, kind of very slowly gestures your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
I don't remember name of planet.
Well, it has been some time. That's quite understandable. What's your name? I'm Xora. This is Jake. Goa'uld. Kathy is the one who's unconscious. And then that's Rock.
She was going to be eaten. Yes.
Yes, it was. I'm sure she appreciates it very much.
Were you hunting that thing, or?
It was something other. It came.
Oh. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we didn't kill your dog.
Dog?
Pet.
Thank you.
Do new creatures arrive often?
From time to time.
If you don't mind me asking, then we're in a dome here. How are they getting in?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, what can we call you? What's your name?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. have to nickname you then.
Have you ever seen a stone circle?
Lots of stones are circles.
Well,
Shimmery water
one
surface.
Flushes
Portal.
sideways.
Chapai?
Chapa. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Not here.
That was that one theory. Yeah. It's at the bottom of the lake that's in the center that we don't know about and things swim up.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, there's got to be something else to this. Yeah.
got something.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. We appreciate Kathy not being eaten by the dinosaur.
Yeah. Thank you for saving her.
Are you the only one here?
Now, yes.
Were there others?
Long time ago.
See.
She gestures up to the sky where the sun has pretty much set at this point. Dark bed
Oh, okay.
and she
Uh-oh.
disappears into the cave.
You know what? I think I'll
Bad things come out at night. Noted.
I think I'll follow the native here.
Scribbling it down.
Yeah.
furiously.
If she's been here as long as she says, I'm curious now.
As they start entering the cave, Fiddler will step out and make his way down too.
Sweet.
Oh,
Thank you
Fiddler,
for
you caught up.
Overwatch. Thank you for
Hello.
So it's very dark in this cave. Fiddler, you don't have any issues seeing with your cave light. The rest of you, it's difficult. Ixora, you were the closest, so I imagine you went in first after this person. Yep. The only reason why you can see her is because she doesn't let you get far away. Essentially, she doesn't outpace you.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's so close, it's a little bit easier to see her in the darkness. Eventually, she leads you down like these kind of natural they're very obviously natural. These are not hand hewn or anything like that. Curving pathway, and you guys do notice it is at a slope. It is going downward. And eventually you see a very warm but faint light coming from an opening in this hallway. And she leads you into what you imagine is her home. Everything is handmade in here. There's like a bed. She's got like a pillow out of leaves and stuffed not branches, but like foliage and things like that. You see there are tools here that she has made. You see there's like a rack of spears that she just keeps on hand. You see there's like a prep table. It's essentially like a wood slab that she's got on the ground that has what looks to be like a crude knife and just a bunch of different things. Ixora, you are a scientist. You can roll me a culture check.
Love to roll you a culture check. This is so fascinating. Cut off from the rest of the world for hundreds of years. 19.
You notice that some of these tools are very similar to like Earth's cavemen, like very primitive, very first of its kind type of make and structure. You guys also notice that there are drawings on the walls. They're not anything super special, not any like crazy artistic ability or anything, but there are many, many, many different depictions across the walls and the ceiling. Pretty much every surface is covered in something.
I'm basically looking for anything non-primitive, anything that does not match this setting.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Oh, and you guys do notice that the light is coming from a very small fire in the middle. And if you look up, you do see that there's like looks to be some type of hole in the ceiling.
Like a hole bored through. Yeah.
Yeah. You imagine for the smoke.
I didn't do too well.
Didn't roll too well.
7.
Okay.
Cozy place you got here.
Sure. With the 7, you don't see anything. Nothing is out of place. It's all very primitive, it's very obvious that she or somebody similar to her made everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Rock will very gently put Kathy down.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he does so, Ixora, you came in first.
I did.
So you would be closest to this person. Roll me an insight check.
I would love to. Insight. 13.
13. Okay. As Rock puts Kathy down, you notice you see her just very. She looks a little uncomfortable with Kathy. Something about Kathy, it does not sit well with her. She just kind of like shifts uncomfortably, but after a second, it's gone.
After everyone settles down, Fiddler will kind of sit over by himself against the wall, and he wants to take out his little engineering kit and personal computer, and he wants to. I want to scan for any sort of latent energy, magnetic fields, anything that's out of place in this particular location.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a science check.
Or science. 13 again. Damn 13. It.
Okay, so you had this meter out when you guys were going around the walls. And when you were around the walls, there was that latent energy that was kind of present throughout the whole pyramid above. You notice as you've gotten further into the center of this place, that has dissipated. There doesn't seem to be any at the moment, there's no fluctuation. You can see the natural magnetosphere of like the planet that's still intact down here. But other than that, aside from that hum, that minor spike of energy that you had around like the walls, you're not sensing that here at the moment. Anybody else?
I'm just gonna like sit down and try to make some more conversation with Jane here.
Jake would sit with Ixora.
Okay. She you guys take a seat and she goes over to a like a very crude like chest box kind of thing. Like a decent size, like kind of like a Foot Locker sized, that's pulled together by some type of string / yarn that she's made, and branches and slabs of bark, and she opens it up and she pulls out some food. There's like several pieces of fruit and some type of dried meat. You guys imagine, based on what you've seen, it might be dinosaur meat, and she offers it out to you guys.
I'll also offer out some of our food as well, so we're contributing to this meal.
Candy bar.
Yeah.
Candy bar.
Protein bars.
Yeah, as you offer the hold that she looks at and she doesn't seem very keen on it.
Okay.
You remember Daniel Jackson with pulling it out of the wrapper?
Yeah, no, she's just very confused, and she like bites into the fruit that she's holding, and seems very.
Now,
it's not so that she's not interested in the food; it's more so that she doesn't trust what you guys have in your hands.
Yeah. Ixora will have put several out, and then open a random one up, and then eat that with some of the fruit and meat. What a nice complimentary thing.
Hey, look, the food we're eating's not poisonous.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And then we'll be like, you mentioned there's no chapa-eye here. Is that how you got to this planet, though? Did you go through many chapa-eyes, or just... Did someone bring you here?
There was a chapa-eye, I think. I don't know.
You came here with several other people. Did you come willingly, or were you taken?
I
Don't
don't
remember.
I don't know. It very long time. Very, very long time.
So want to take a blood sample.
Or she's trying to
Yeah, it's the
keep
same.
her history secret from us.
Are you
We did see some
Damn. Never
yeah. I'm kind of on insight too because we did see something about a in the last mission, like a plaque about a Goa'uld being trapped.
You did. You
Now-
did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This Goa'uld could have perished, leaving the host behind, or she's one of the survivors that was set with the Goa'uld, or there's lots
or
of
this
things.
is the Goa'uld?
And they've got like Goa'uld dementia. We saw that could happen with you in the show.
Wait.
You do. You do.
So I just remembered
They're
we
so
were
old that they're losing it.
None of us can detect an Aquida?
None of us can.
Oh
wait,
my
can
god, we're a
Rock?
terrible team.
Is Raka because he sensed
I
this
don't
lady
remember.
sensed Naquita in I think she can sense it because she's a little put off by Kathy. I think
Yeah,
she can
yeah,
sense
no.
Naquita.
Kathy, since Kathy is a Tok'ra, Kathy definitely will be able to sense.
She's unconscious right now.
Yeah, she's unconscious right now, and I think I can't remember if Rock is a Tritonin
Just as a
Ghoul.
normal.
or
Of
if he's
course,
a
the person we need is
symbiote.
unconscious. Typical
this is a
Stargate.
typical
Hey, listen,
episode.
I rolled for it. Like, I did not plan this.
I don't know, but I did get a 22 on my insight check.
Okay. I'm gonna say for now that Rock cannot sense. We'll just say for the
Okay.
moment that he's Tritonin because I can't remember and I don't see it in my notes what I have him as. So we'll just
Sure.
say he's a Tritonin one for the
You
moment.
just have to wait for Kathy to wake up.
Yeah, you guys are
Kathy,
just gonna
wake
have to just gonna have to wait for Kathy. Goric, she is absolutely telling the truth. You believe every single word she's saying. She's got no reason to lie. Ixora,
Yeah.
she's not lying.
Okay.
She does not she clearly does not remember like the answers to your questions. They're not you don't see any spark of recognition or anything like that. But you do sense that there's something underneath the surface that is not sitting well with you.
Okay.
Not in like a malicious way or anything like that. You're
Yeah,
not getting
just
that
like something
vibe.
she hasn't told us.
Something she hasn't told you or something about her is a little off-putting. Something just isn't sitting right with you.
Okay. Sure. I'll make note of that.
Okay. Any other questions? Anything else you guys want to talk to her about or do?
Can we call you Jane? That is typically a name that people on Earth use. The Tauri use to indicate people who don't know their names.
Oh, okay.
All right, Jane. Well, thank you for having us here in your lovely home. I'll take another bite of fruit.
Okay.
And give Jake the eyes of like. Well, I'll just try to get Jake aside in a little bit. Like, let us eat and
Okay.
Yeah.
hang out a bit.
Yeah, this
You
is
see
a
if
this is
she's
a
got if Jane's got any questions for us, that's the question.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
question.
This is a big enough chamber that you guys, like, if you guys wanted to step aside, you could make your voices low enough that it'd be a relatively private conversation.
Mhm.
It is still a rock chamber, so you're not sure quite how
Yeah,
sound
there's
will
not a
travel,
lot of
but-
acoustical treatment in here.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. She doesn't seem to have any questions for you guys at this moment. She's
Okay.
just eating her food and she is watching you all very closely.
Yeah.
Like anytime any one of you moves, her eyes snap and like assess, and then she
What
like
I'm
relaxes.
gonna do then is I'm gonna sketch in my notebook some of the like the dinosaur, the Spinosaurus from earlier, but then underneath that I'm going to write she seems to be honest, but there's something about her that doesn't seem quite right. / isn't sitting well with me. I don't think it's her fault, question mark. And I'll be like, Jake, do you think this is you were up close with the creature. Do you think this is an accurate rendition? So that way I can pass along the message without it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Secretly. Yeah.
The Spinosaurus. Because
Yeah.
I was obviously sketching that. I just add that in.
I was gonna say the biggest of Spinosaurs.
Yeah.
He'd look at it and read everything and be like, "Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty accurate sketch."
Thank you. And I'll flip the page and sketch out the dome, the area, like the radius approximation, like, dimension things, because it's gonna go in my mission report. I'm gonna start writing my mission report before
Okay.
bed.
Yeah, of course.
Gorik, on the other hand, is just setting up his bedroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything's okay here.
All right.
She's
Perfect.
completely trustworthy.
Yeah, you set up your bedroll. You get pretty comfortable. This is a
How
nice
cold
cozy
is it
little
in
cave.
here?
Not too cold. It's very
Okay.
comfortable she's got the fire, so it's not
that's fine.
freezing. So it's comfortable.
I don't have to I won't tell Rock that Kathy might need
He
your
is
body
gonna
heat
cuddle.
to cuddle.
No, it is
Okay.
it is comfortably warm in here with the little fire that they've got going.
Throw that plan in the mental trash bin.
Okay. Fiddler, what you doing? What's going on?
Fiddler is just trying to think of some way to apply technology and engineering to solve the problem, and he's coming up dry. Like he
Okay.
was thinking about doing, a very basic sonar system kind of thing to see if he could find out if there's any hidden places underneath, but he'd have to have 3 different locations to triangulate, and it's supposed to be dangerous outside. He's just trying to run through his head like what he could do, because he sitting in a cave that's basically prehistoric. He is totally out of his element.
Yeah.
Just
This
glad
is
we
not-
left that ladder down in the main chamber. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Is I'm just so glad we
Yeah.
didn't fold it up behind us. Goodbye, world forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for tonight?
Sleep in watches.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely rotate.
No point in watches.
No point. Okay, perfect. So for anyone who would like to take a watch, please tell me which watch you are taking. So 1, 2,
I'll
3,
take
4.
middle watch.
I'll take first.
First, okay. Fiddler, are you gonna take a watch?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, whichever one they're not taking.
Last watch.
So
Okay.
last watch. Okay.
Unless
Rock,
Fiddler prefers middle
um,
watch, because Ixora's an early bird.
No,
I could
it's-
literally stay up all night and be fine. Nope, I'm sleeping.
sleeping. Okay.
when Fiddler does his watch, he's actually going to move down the tunnels a little bit into the pure darkness,
Mhm.
Okay.
away from the light. Kind of like in a little alcove. He can find one with his back so he can watch and listen to everything, kind of like out of the way, since this is his natural habitat, really.
Element. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So first watch, uneventful. Nothing really happens. Middle watch, that's Jake. Jake, you're taking middle watch?
I'm taking
Okay.
middle
No,
watch.
Jake's taking first
No,
watch.
Ixora is taking middle watch. Okay. First watch, nothing really happens. Middle watch, it is pretty much the dead of night. Everybody else is pretty much asleep. You see Jane, as you guys are calling her.
Mhm.
She is curled up on her side, facing you guys, with her back to the wall, in her spot, but she does appear to be asleep at the moment. A couple hours into your watch, Ixora, you hear a high-pitched whistle, essentially.
Okay.
You can roll me a
Perception?
hold on, let me take a look.
Investigation? Science? Animal handling?
Perception.
Okay.
Perception would be the one, I guess, the best one here.
15.
15. Okay. This whistle, you're not quite sure where it's coming from. You imagine it might be filtering through that hole that was drilled in the ceiling for the fire.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
It's tall enough that you don't have to crouch.
That's good.
There's maybe like a foot or two between your head and the ceiling.
If there's like a little stool in here, I'll move it close to the fire and like stick my ear closer to the hole to see if that is where it's coming from.
Yeah, no, that's definitely where the sound is coming from. It still sounds pretty far off, like it's not like right outside the hole kind of thing. It's just this high-pitched whistle that you hear through the hole in the ceiling.
I get my little recorder and I shove it up in there to capture the sound.
Yeah,
Just like
absolutely.
10 seconds worth.
Yeah, you get about 10 seconds. It does die down after a little bit, though. You imagine, you heard it when it started and you were recording. It lasts for. Where's my notes? Hold on.
And I also refer on my watch to like timestamps to see if it's like exactly at midnight or if it's like 2:53, if it seems like a random time, or if it's because if it's a mechanical aspect of this place, that'd be useful to know.
Okay. It lasts for exactly 36 seconds. I believe it's 36. Hold on. Let me double check one thing. I'm sorry, 38. 38 seconds. For exactly 38 seconds. I had it wrong in my notes. Just needed to double check. It lasts for exactly 38 seconds. And it happens at a very random time. It's like 1:13 in the morning kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it fades away and it's gone.
Interesting.
And that's the only thing that happens during your
Doesn't
watch.
seem like enough to wake everybody else up, so I'll just mention it over breakfast.
Okay. Morning rolls around. Nothing happens during third watch. Morning rolls around and you guys Jake has third watch, right? No, I'm sorry.
No, first.
Fiddler.
Yeah.
Fiddler has third watch. You notice that Jane wakes up first. She seems to be an early riser. And she just gets up and she starts, it looks like she's, sharpening her spear from your alcove. You can see into the opening, the cavern. She's sharpening spears. It looks like she's taking inventory of her food. Seems to be going about her day. What would you guys like to do?
So do the normal wake up, put our deer together, get food ready.
Okay.
And
breakfast rations.
yeah. Let's just say start with that for now.
Powdered egg. Wonderful.
Can we hear any change in weather? There's obviously a day-night cycle, but is there any sound of rain? Is there any morning humidity and fog smell? Look, can you poke a head outside and see if there's anything changed weather-wise?
So nothing is coming through in the cavern at the moment. You do know you guys did trek a bit of a ways down into this cavern. Nothing's coming through that hole in the ceiling that you guys can really tell. You do see some light. Do you imagine that's the rising sun, or what passes for a rising sun here? But you don't. From where you are at in this moment, there's no change in weather.
Wonder if we could dig our way out if there's a bottom.
How long was the night?
Yeah.
Does
it correspond to the surface day-night cycle? Okay.
Yes, it corresponded with the surface, and you know that this planet their night is 2 hours longer than Earth's night.
Okay.
Okay, over breakfast, then Jake could be like, so, Jane, does it ever get really cold in here? Like in this place?
Yes.
Like really cold, like ice, snow?
Snow, yes.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Wow.
Scribbles.
Yeah, let's just say scribbles. So you got full day-night cycles and inclement weather. You've obviously been here a while. Do you have any idea what this place is? We're kind of newcomers here.
Uh, we thought it's you see, like, she's kind of struggling for words, like she doesn't know what it is in
Yeah.
this common language. Purgatory.
Oh,
Purgatory. Not quite the hope, or not quite the thing I was hoping you'd say, but
oh, I heard a strange high-pitched whistle last night. It lasted approximately 38 seconds. And I'll like rewind and play it back. You've ever heard this before?
Many times.
Do you know what it is?
Typical new creature.
When a new
New
creature
creature?
comes.
Most, not every, but most.
Did that sound happen
Who-
yesterday when we arrived?
No.
do you know where that sound originates from? Have you ever followed it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. I have to ask you then some questions here about these creatures. Have you ever been able to decipher a location that they seem to kind of be coming from?
No.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you here. I'm starting to think that these creatures are being transported here, and maybe that how they get in here is our way out of here. I'm assuming you probably already thought of that as well.
There's no change in her expression.
Is there any structures you found in here? Any ruins of any kind?
No. Just this.
Hmm.
Hmm. This is a puzzler.
Well, on the bright side, I'll be honest here. We have some friends outside the dome that are probably looking for us, probably trying to get their way to us. We have food, we have water. Hopefully, they'll be able to get to us sooner than later. So, for now, I guess we could focus on just staying alive, waiting, and doing a little bit of looking.
Sure. I'd show you a way around.
That would be lovely.
That would be great.
Today we go lake.
Lake.
That
Oh, you
sounds
have a lake.
fantastic.
What's the condition of our companion?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Kathy's still unconscious.
Oh,
She has not
bless.
woken up at this time.
Shouldn't the
Right.
Goa'uld help her with that? Hmm.
You imagine, so you do know that when Goa'uld are injured,
Mhm.
typically Goa'uld specifically go into sarcophagi. The Tok'ra don't. They heal a little bit slower.
Okay.
You don't remember a time where they a Goa'uld or even a Tok'ra has been unconscious for this long.
Mhm.
But you imagine she did hit her head pretty hard. She was bleeding relatively profusely. So
I mean,
It
she's
looks like her
stable though now,
condition's
right?
better.
yeah,
Then-
she's stable. Like she doesn't look like she's in danger of never waking up.
We should
but
leave her in
she's
the
just-
capable hands of Rock. He's a medic.
he's a medic.
Capable, burly arms.
Yes. We can protect her if need be.
All right. Well, then
Yes.
let's find a way out of here.
Okay.
Fiddler,
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you could perhaps rig something up. I'd imagine that the force field that we broke through, we had radio signal until we went through it and it severed again. Perhaps if they're looking for us, they'll encounter something similar, so perhaps we could send off a periodic ping to let them know we're still alive in case they are able to do something with interference in the signal and we can get a signal through.
You know, I can maybe if you, yeah, sure.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
you're just thinking about a simple repeating signal.
Mhm.
We're not using our radios anyway, so I could just have something, something repeat. Shouldn't be too hard.
Excellent. It's worth a
Okay.
shot.
As you guys go, you guys, pack up, get ready to leave the cave that Jane has been living in and let you guys stay in for the night. That is where we're gonna end tonight's session. I know we're ending a little bit early, but some of us are getting a little tired, so we're gonna
I'm
end
dropping.
there. We're gonna pause for now, and next time maybe we'll learn some secrets, and maybe there'll be some sacrifices. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We never know. Yeah, so we'll go around, say, who you are, where we can find you, what your favorite part was. I'll start with myself, and then I will hand it over to Lindy to do the rest. I'm Nogotosaurus. I'm the Gate Master for tonight. You can find me here on Mondays playing a bard in our Mondays in Exandria game, as well as the occasional Saturday playing our Aliens game. Which I think we're playing again this month, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yep, Friday the 28th.
28th, yep, end of the month. My favorite part was just y'all trying to figure out what was going on. Like, I know I'm not giving you a lot of information, but it'll be worth it, I promise. And yeah, that's me. I'm very excited. We will be playing again next week. Typically, we only do every other week, but since we didn't play last week, we're playing this week, and we will be playing next week. So if you enjoyed it, keep an eye out and check us out next week.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. We're going to go in reverse order. So how was tonight for you, Jake Miller?
It's great. I like finding out all the fun little data. I like the giant dinosaurs tickling my Jurassic Park love, and I like the mystery that's going on. This is good. So I'm digging it. Looking forward to next time. And I'm here Mondays, Tuesdays, and when we play Aliens. So thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you. Gorik, how was tonight for you? You you grabbed the dinosaur by the fin.
Yeah, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. Find me playing here Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes on Saturdays. Oh boy. I think my favorite part was just the situation we were in, trying to figure out who she is, and then the perfect character to help us is, of course, knocked out. It was so perfect. So I think that's just kind of just the way it worked out. Mwah.
Not on purpose, I
No,
promise.
no,
I rolled for it.
You did.
It was not on purpose.
Fabulous. Fiddler, how was tonight for you?
Oh, great as always. This was a lot of fun. Loved everything. Fiddler is not enjoying this at all because this is like his worst nightmare. This is caveman stuff, and he's like, just give me something with power. Give me something with a battery, please. Just like anything. Like I had force fields, and now I have dirt.
From force fields to dirt, a fiddler's tale.
Yeah, Fiddler's Tale. Yeah. So, thank you. You can find me here on Mondays when I run Mondays in Exandria, the new batch with all these guys, and producer Travis when he can make it. And Tuesdays, alternative here, and Saturdays when we have a chance to play Aliens, where I play Hank Granger. Thanks.
Thank you. And that just leaves me. My favorite moment was how half of us could not hit the dinosaur at all, but we took that dinosaur down, and it was pretty cool. And also just us bumbling around this rainforest jungle, finding out all these little things, like it's got seasons, it's got day-night cycles, like this, who is she? All sorts of very exciting things that I can't wait to learn more about next week, here on Stargate Flames of Hope. So that'll be us, and then on Monday, of course, for the new batch, and as Deception Check said, Friday, April 28th, we will have an Aliens game, and it will be grand. So, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, have fun and play games.